Hi, Sarah Brennison with Tupperware. Thank you for joining us. Today we're going to make microwave pressure cooker mac and cheese in only 10 minutes. It's super simple to use and it uses our revolutionary pressure cooker. So how this works is it has 4 different safety features. The first one is a latch. This latch is not meant to be a way for you to open up the cover. It's just to hold down the pressure. Then you move the 2 arrows. There's one here, there's one here, to there, and open it up. Inside there's a silicone ring that allows the pressure to go up and down as the food cooks. And then it has 2 valves. It has a little valve right here that allows steam to go. It's going to be very natural to hear hissing and hear spitting come out. And then I call this like a turkey thermometer of sorts. It has a little button that when the indicator is high, you can see that it's pushed up to tell you that the pressure is too high for you to open. When it's like that, you just leave it alone. When it goes back down like that, you know it's good to go. Now, should it actually be shipped to you like this, because you do need to take them out to wash them every time, just take it out, flip it around before you go ahead and cook with it. So inside our pressure cooker, we are going to add Next, we're going to add a ½ teaspoon of salt and pepper. Now, I like to use our seasoning blend, the Steak and Chop. It has both the salt and pepper in it naturally, and it gives it a nice little extra flavor. So I'll only use the ½ teaspoon. Again, it's in Boz measurements, just like our measuring cups. And we are going to use a ½ teaspoon of dry mustard. Now these are stored in my spice containers. These are airtight, liquid-tight containers, just like our wonderful elbow noodles there. And that allows it to have the ability to not have any moisture come in, which is very important to keep things dry, especially in the summertime. To close it all up, you take the 2 arrows, match them up again, put them like so, take the latch, it in, slap down, ready to go. Next, what we're going to do is take this and put it directly into our microwave. Set the cook time for 10 minutes. Press start, and we're good to go. Alright, so if we're going to make mac and cheese, we need to have the cheese part. And what we're going to use is I will use my knife to cut up chunks of this cheese and add it to our Grate Master. This allows you to shred up any kind of cheese. And if you have a gluten sensitivity, shredding your own cheese actually is healthier for you because any pre-shredded cheese that you get in the store does have additives in it. I like to use the fine grater cone. It does have a more coarse grater cone if you'd like to. But all you do is you slide that into the Grate Master after you lock it down. And you put the handle at the end of the cone. It's that simple. My son absolutely loves using the Grate Master. This is all locked down. You can see it's not going to move. And you put the cheese into the hopper.
It gives you arrows as to which direction that you can spin it, and you can see it's just coming straight out. Easy peasy. Now you're going to want to shred up 1½ cups of Colby Jack cheese. Anything left over, you can go ahead and throw in our freezer meat and freeze for next time, or just store in your refrigerator like what we like to do. Then you take 6 ounces of Velveeta cheese, you cube this up, and that's what we're going to add to our wonderful mixture that is cooking in our pressure cooker. Last, you're going to add 1/2 cup of milk to the whole thing.
So at the end of your meal, you may have some leftovers. We don't call them leftovers, we call them planovers because we do plan to have them another day in Tupperware. I highly recommend our Vent and Serves. They are made of the same material as our stack cooker, which means it's high heat resistant. It's also nice because you can throw it into the freezer. There's a frost line right there to reheat in them. All you do is you lift up the little vent with the seal on and put it into the microwave. You're going to want to reheat at 50 to 70% power because then you're not cooking your food, you're just reheating it, which is what you want in the first place. So the pressure cooker went off and you can see that the pressure indicator is high. And while this is being released, it's normal to hear hissing and spitting as the pressure goes down. I want to let you know of a great complement to this meal, and that would be using fruits and vegetables. We keep our fruits and vegetables in Fridge Smarts because it helps them to last longer. And the way that it works is the University of Florida and Tupperware hooked up to figure out why produce goes bad. They figured out it needs to have correct airflow and a place for moisture to go. The ridges on the bottom allow for the water that naturally comes off the fruits and vegetables to have a place to kind of sit so it doesn't sit on the vegetable or the fruit. Then there's an airflow control up here, either low breather, medium, or high, depending on how much air the fruit actually needs. Now you're like, Sarah, how am I supposed to know how much air does it need? Because quite frankly, fruits don't talk to me. Well, Tupperware figured it out. They have a little grid right here. It's a little picture one, and if you can't figure out the pictures, don't worry. There's a printed one that comes with it as well that I recommend putting on the inside of your cupboard. And it tells you how much air each thing needs. These blueberries, they need very little air, so I'm going to have it be in the filled-in circle. Things like the cilantro and my oranges that are right here, they need a little bit of air, so I would move it to the half circle. When I have broccoli or Brussels sprouts, I'm going to move it to the full circle, meaning both holes are open, because they're kind of gassy, because you know what? They make us gassy. Does that make sense? This will help allow your fruits and vegetables to last twice as long. My blueberries lasted about a week before I ate them all, which was quite nice. And if you're going to have wonderful mac and cheese, sometimes having wine with it is always a good idea too. To open up this wonderful bottle of wine, we use our amazing corkscrew. It's a little bit too easy to open up because all you do is twist. And the cork goes up, and then you twist, and the cork comes off. In a couple seconds, we're going to be able to open up our pressure cooker and add the remaining cheeses, and you're going to see the ooey gooey mess that will be our dinner. So the pressure indicator is now down. You can see that it's completely down. And we're going to lift up the latch. We're going to move the two arrows so they're over each other. And then you want to open it so that it goes away from you because it's still going to be steaming hot. Did you see all of that? Then I want you to take a look. These noodles, they're completely done. So
we're going to add a half cup of the milk, the 6 ounces of Velveeta cheese, 1 tablespoon of butter, and 1.5 cups of Colby Jack cheese that we shredded. You know what? Let's just add it all. It's better that way. You can't ever have too much cheese, right? Then all you do is you take
and you stir till it's all melted. And ready to go. You have a healthy meal that is perfect for your family. Add it with those fruits and vegetables we talked about with the Fridge Smarts, and anything left over, put in your Benton serves, and you're ready to go. Enjoy the rest of the party.